One of the biggest events in the past 30 years to affect the field of education is the Columbine school shootings of 1999. You might ask, how do these shootings affect education within the United States? Well, as a result of these shootings, schools and districts around the nation began to implement zero tolerance policies within their schools and classrooms. These zero tolerance discipline policies required harsh and unusual punishments for seemingly insignificant misbehaviors. Districts were hoping that these zero tolerance policies would help increase the academic success of their students and decrease the violence. But in recent years, we are finding that it had the opposite effect. So, to combat the increased violence and decreased academic success, districts are implementing positive behavior plans within their classrooms and schools. So for my research, I decided to look into these positive behavior plans and see what they involve that makes them motivate students. So for my research, I wanted to research how these positive behavior plans motivate students to achieve academically. The definition of academic success I decided to use came from York, Gibson, and Rankin. They state that academic success is not only high grades but also acquisition and retention of knowledge within the classroom. So as I searched these positive behavior plans, I found that teachers were using feedback within their classrooms to increase academic success. These teachers found that setting high expectations gives the students a bar at which they need to reach to achieve. So instead of students being lost or trying to be motivated by threats, they have a bar set that they can reach and that they know is there, and they will begin to work towards that and achieve those expectations. That leads into immediate and frequent feedback. The importance of immediate and frequent feedback is that when a student is displaying that they have a misunderstanding, you correct them or you give them feedback to help them, once again, guide them to this bar that you have set for them to achieve. This will help students feel motivated because they aren't lost, they aren't wondering what they need to do, and they're not experiencing misunderstandings. You correct them in a positive way and give them a way to get to the expectations that you've set. The last part of feedback that I found to be effective within schools is positive praise. Instead of using threats or consequences to motivate students, use praise. You can use it one-on-one with students to boost them up, or you can praise other students in the classroom that will affect the whole class, because when students are seeing another one of their classmates being praised, they will try and do the positive thing that this student is doing in order to receive the same praise from the teacher. So I found that using feedback will motivate students to continue positive behaviors, which leads to academic